What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. And this is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, we have another local skater in the house. But first, I want to introduce the Couch Boys. We have David Peralta.
What up, guys?
And now, Victor Castillo.
What's up, guys?
All right, we good now?
Yeah, we're good to go.
We're good to go. Now let's introduce the guest. We have a local skater in the house, Albert Vargas.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Good
nice
to meet you. Hell yeah, this is the first time we're actually meeting. First question I ask everybody is, what city are you representing?
It's kind of tough because I currently reside in Utah right now. I live in Provo, but
Okay.
if I'm thinking about like
Where
back
you grew
home,
up?
I'm thinking West Covina,
West
Covina, yeah.
Okay, we got another West Coast local in the house.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Is that where you picked up the skateboard?
Actually, yeah, pretty much.
close Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully, I don't know if we can edit around that, but Jesus. And when did you pick up the skateboard?
Oh man, I can't even remember when I first picked up a board.
Were you a little youngster?
Oh man, I was super young, dude. I was just like a typical. It was a swamp meet board over there.
Yep.
You know, swamp meet boards, man. That's where it was. It was a wrap fink board with like a flat nose.
See, that's cool that
you know, dovetail. Yeah, it was a wrap fink board. I remember it. It was yesterday. It had like the plastic skid pad on the back. You know, plastic bumpers and stuff.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was right there at the indoor swamp meet, right there by the Food for Less down in La Puente.
Dope.
That's where That's where my mom bought my first board, but.
That's
I want to say, gosh, maybe since I was like 6, 7 years old.
That's cool, man. And
picked up a board.
Yeah, and did you always like skateboarding since then, or did you kind of like, was it just like a toy around the house, or?
It kind of started off like as a toy around the house, just kind of like I saw some guys like skating down this block, you know, and I was
okay.
So I never really seen like a skate video. I've never seen like people like skating ramps or anything. So it was more just like ripping it around the block and just kind of going down hills. It was kind of like my big thing growing up.
And when you're going down the hills, is this with that swap me board?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Super plasticky wheels, man. Slid everywhere, bro.
Dude, I bet, man. Those things are like little drifters, man. They're pretty cool.
As soon as you cut a corner, you're already Tokyo drifting through it.
Yeah, it kind of, you know, it was a bad thing, but a good thing, because it's like, once I started getting more serious into skating, I started skating like tranny.
Okay.
And just kind of being like that offsetness just kind of helped me. Okay. It was like pretty natural for me to kind of just get into that style.
That's
skating.
Cool. That's cool. And when you first started, regular or goofy?
I was goofy.
You're still goofy.
I'm
sure you're still goofy, but yeah.
I was Mongo. Mongo goofy.
When you were bumming those hills, were you by yourself or?
Yeah. So when I moved to West Covina, I lived off of right by Shadow Oak Park.
Okay.
And if you guys are familiar with Shadow Oak Park, there's hills everywhere. It's just like a bunch of hilly area. So I used to like bomb it down the hills all the time, like
You're standing up or sitting down?
I was standing up.
That's
like
cool.
We had like a little pathway right below my house, had like really steep hills. I just bomb it from there. Then I used to go to Locals Sk8, my school, and I used to like bomb those hills to like if you go from like West Covina to Locals Sk8, it was like just bombing hills all the way down there. So kind of started bombing hills from there, and then
that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I bet when you first got a new board though, like one that is probably a lot faster, right?
Yeah. So it was like, dude, it's kind of embarrassing, but I remember like my first like real board I got. I remember it was like my 10th birthday.
Okay.
And this is back when Utility Board Shop was still around in Covina.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember telling my mom, and I didn't even know what kind of board it was. I was like, hey, when you guys go get me a new board for my birthday, like it has to have like, you know, concave on both sides, and it has to have a little concave on the side. It looks like a little mini.
The front has to look just like the
front. And I tried to explain it to my parents, and I remember they left to go get me a complete for my birthday.
Damn, you didn't even get to be involved in it?
No, dude, it was pretty messed up. But it was like, I remember being like so nervous. I'm like, oh man, I hope they don't mess it up. They came back with like Utility, like it was like an actual skate shop board.
That's cool.
Like a board shop.
At least they went to a board shop, you know?
Yeah. No, and then they came back and they got like my first pair of indies with like red bones, and my dad bought me blind wheels. You know.
Did he know something about skateboarding?
No, not at all. No.
Oh, okay. So maybe he just heard there was a skate shop in the area, and then he went there, and they probably helped him out.
Yeah, because like before we moved to like West Covina, we lived in Covina for a little bit, and we used to live right by Utility, and I remember just skating around and just passing by there and just like awe in the window, just like looking at all the boards and stuff. Cool. And
It's like that little kid just thinking.
Yeah, no, like for real though. But like we only lived there for like a short period of time. Only there for maybe a year.
Yeah.
So I knew where to go. I knew where to tell my parents, like, oh, go to utility board shop.
Okay.
You know, right there by where we used to live. And they did, and they got me my first real board, you know.
That's cool. And did you take it to the same hills and have a different experience?
Yeah,
Fun?
And then I started learning about wheel sizes and stuff like that. And I think they were like tiny wheels. They were like 48s or something. And I started skating like 52s, 54s.
Okay.
Kind of landed on 54s as like my sweet spot.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember that day.
And at that time, did you have like a little skate crew? Were there any other people skateboarding with you?
No, not really. Like across the street, I had a neighbor that lived there, and he skated. And that's where I kind of started getting into like skating a little bit more. Like I used to just to cruise.
Right.
And then he had like his name was Charlie Vargas, believe it or not.
Okay,
shout out Charlie.
Shout out.
Big inspiration. Like I remember he had like a fun box.
Yeah.
And when we moved in, I just see him out there all day just skating his fun by just doing 50-50, K grinds, lip slides, no slides, like everything, just on this little 3-foot box. Right. And I just remember being like, dang.
I want to do that.
So bad, man.
Yeah.
Like he skated so much. His wheels were like down and pretty much bearings. Like he skated all the time.
That's the best.
And I remember he taught me how to jump on and jump off the fun box and just like, then he waxed up my curb in the front of my house and I started doing like 50-50s and like.
He's like, this is where you start.
Yeah, man. He was a huge inspiration, man. And it kind of just, you know, just.
Do you remember was he the one that taught you how to ollie or
he did.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I didn't know how to ollie. Like like I said, this is before like YouTube.
Right.
You know, and I didn't know about like what skate brands were out. I was just some little kid that didn't know nothing.
And he was older?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was way older. He was I want to say when I moved to West Cove, I was 5th grade, and he was in high school at Nogales.
Right, so
he was like a senior.
Yeah, he was probably like, dude, I know what's up. And then he saw you out there. He's like, hey.
Yeah, he helped me out. Like he taught me how to take apart my board. He helped me
That's so cool.
swap bearings out and like taught me how to like just everything, dude. He any spare board, if I ever broke my board or I got razor tail, he would just be like, hey, go grab one of my old boards from his garage. He had stacks of boards, just like old ones, So I'd go in there and just pick out like the best one he had, and just would put it together. I didn't know anything about sizes,
Right. Yeah, you just want a board to ride at that point.
Yeah, dude, no, it was crazy.
Hell yeah, that's rad.
That's how it goes pretty much. When you're a kid, really getting into boards, skateboarding, you really don't know like, oh, you could switch the wheels, you could switch the wheels.
It was like fully customizable, what?
Yeah.
It's like X Games mode, what?
That's where the tactics comes in. And
turn into a little mechanic all of a sudden. You're just wrenching on it all day. Hell yeah. I mean, there were so many times when I was first, skateboarding, I would clean my bearings,
Yeah.
It was just like, now I'm like, I'll just go get new ones. But then it was like, so important to me to just keep up the maintenance and everything.
Man, you never rode through dirt. You never rode through sand,
Or
water. You just absolutely never did that.
It's like whenever
rainy days.
When you would come up to the water puddle, you'd see it, you'd be like, pop my board up, walk over
Yeah, if you couldn't ollie it, pop
Stop
it,
your feet a little, and then back you go.
Yeah, wait till the your feet are dry.
Yeah.
Were you one of those guys that you couldn't keep your board inside your house? Like your parents would tell you can't keep your board inside your house or don't lean it against the wall?
No, I could pretty much keep it wherever I wanted,
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, man. I mean, even me, like, I learned a lesson, like, growing up. Well, I don't know if grip nowadays because I just don't leave it in the sun no more. But back in the day, if you left your board, like, sitting in the sun, it'd get all spotty looking, like you could see the glue coming through.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, dang. So now I have that habit of just anytime even if I see someone else's board in the sun, I'll flip it over or I'll turn it on the side or whatnot just because I have that feeling like if you're going to turn around and you're going to look at your grip, you're going to be so mad.
Yeah.
Because it's going to look all messed
You're
up.
leaving it in your car for a hot day, it gets it all warped, doesn't feel
yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot goes into it.
Yeah.
Now that we're older.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man, that you had a homie that, was close by you and then kind of showed you the ropes and you got to skate a fun box. That's rad, man. Hell yeah. Shout out to him, for real. Did you watch any, skate videos or anything when you were growing up as well?
So growing up, no. Like, I was talking to Peralta about this earlier. Was it, like, I never, I skated, but I never really took it serious and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Until I met Peralta. We were at Santana.
Okay.
Continuation school.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
super seniors and stuff. But
yeah.
But I met Peralta, and we were talking about like I asked him a stupid question. I was like, I asked him about what size his gauges were in his ears.
Oh.
And then he's like, oh, hey, you started talking. He's like, hey, you skate? I'm like, yeah, I do skate. And he's like, dude, like, let's go skate. And I'm like, all right. I didn't really, I had to be home at, like, before the street lights came on and all this stuff. So I never really, so I got to meet Peralta, and then Peralta kind of took me under his wing and just, like, taking me to, like, my first real skate spot was the La Puente 4 Flat 4. Okay. Right there in
LP City Hall.
City Hall. And I'm just going there, and I'm, like, trying to be, like, Mr. Cool Guy. I'm like, all right, yeah. He's like, it's like, hit it. Like, open it up. And I'm like, all right, bet. And I go, and I bust. And somehow I almost make it. I clipped the last stair, and I just straight slammed my knee into the ground. Started swelling, all this and that. And then after that, I was just like, all right. And then we just hung out, and then just started skating, like, real spots after that. And then, like, he kept pushing me to try more, like, try stuff and, like, try all in this gap, I couldn't kickflip at the time when I met the guy. Right. And just, that's where I started taking it to, like, a whole different, like, actually trying to, oh, shoot, like, there's more to it than just cruising around and bombing hills. Right. Then he showed me, like, Baker 3, like the Alien Workshop video, fully flared and all that stuff, and that's where, I think, like, my first real skate video was, like, Baker 3. Yeah. So imagine seeing that for the first time, and it was, like, I couldn't believe it, like, just, like pissed drunks and just, like, all the Dustin Dolan skating and all that stuff, and it was just
probably mind-blowing to you.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely blew me away, dude.
Now, was that something that you were interested in, like, becoming like those guys? Like, these, I think they took it full, kind of went hash a little bit, like, I didn't know them at the time, but
oh, man.
From what I heard from the stories, I mean.
Oh, dude, how much time we got? Dude, but it was seriously, like, we looked up to that video in, like, an ungood way. Like, we were like, we got to, like, do beer runs. We got to, like, we'd be stealing beer, buying, like, getting, like, the tall boy, the 3-pack and just chugging, skating, just doing stupid stuff.
I mean, it seems cool at the time, but, us skaters, we get into mischief, I would say. Oh. You know what I'm saying?
We did I think what we did was way more than mischief. Okay, some of it could have.
We're on YouTube, so let's keep it friendly.
Some of it could have got us some time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, those memories are everything, though, right? From back
man, I hold those. I talk to him to this day, to, like, my wife and stuff, how it was back in the day, just, like. Running free, man, doing, like, he'd text me and be like, hey, you down to go to LA? It's like 11 o'clock at night. Wow. None of us had a car, and I'll be like, I'm down. We jump on the metro bus off of Valley, take it all the way down to the station, get off in downtown LA, buses stop running till 4 in the morning. Wow. Just skating all night and just. That's cool. We had, like, just talking to bums, random people, like. Yeah, skating through Skid Row and stuff.
Were you guys filming at the time and stuff like that?
Not
just going out and just busting missions.
Yeah, just to bust a mish, like.
That's cool.
It's like how Ron was talking about, like, he has those skate nights in LA. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like what we would do. We just go skate, hit anything, slash curbs.
Was it just you two?
Yeah.
And you guys were how old?
God, like 17, 18. Okay. We would just, like, be like, hey, like, how much money you got? Like, oh, I got, like, $3, and he had, like, 5 or so, or vice versa. So we just put our monies together enough to get there and back. Like, screw food. Yeah. Wouldn't even think about food or anything like that.
That's a skater right there. That's for sure. Hell yeah.
And that was before partying came in, right? Or it was still, like, partying?
Nah, it wasn't really.
That was, like,
before.
Vibes, no?
Yeah.
Before? Oh, okay.
That was before we got a car and all that stuff, and that's when partying kicked in. And
that was the four local nights.
Oh,
30 packs of Budweiser right after.
I'm working at GameStop, and these guys would pull up to my job. Hey, what time you off? Yeah. 9:30. All right. We're gonna pick you up. Like, where are we going? Don't matter. We got a 30-pack. It was like Jared, Big Daddy Angel, Peralta. And we would just, like, roll out and just. Back when Angel had his green Camry, he would pick it up and we'd just go on missions, bro. We started skating with the Team Bullshit down in Almani, Rosemead area. They're actually the ones that So I used to push Mongo for the longest time, bro.
Okay.
And
I mean, you're
Shout out
talking
to
to
you,
me,
Moose.
man. I pushed Mongo up until maybe a few years ago, huh?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know it was a bad. I mean, it wasn't. It's not a bad thing. I'm not bagging on anyone that writes Mongo.
Yeah,
Shoot, I did it
but-
for the longest time.
I mean, I did finally realize how it looked on camera, and I
Yeah.
go, I need to change.
Yeah, and that's what kind of made me realize was we were skating these docks down in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
downtown LA, right? And it was like Team Bullshit, myself, Peralta, Jared, all of us, And I remember Tort telling me, because I just met these guys that day, like first time meeting skating with them, right? And he's like, "Hey, you pushing Mongo?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah."
shit.
He was like, "Hey, every time you push Mongo, we're gonna fuck you up. We're gonna punch you." And I was like,
That's how it was.
"All right." And if you know them, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, bet." And I did not push Mongo that day on.
Wow.
And it stopped me and helped me out and I cleaned up my style a lot.
Right.
But yeah, that's just how it was. Like
I would have been like, what? I'm doing a switch trick.
no, I couldn't
You know
skate.
what I mean?
I can't skate.
Yeah,
switch.
switch.
I mean, pushing Mongo though, it does create some of the greatest switch skaters out there. Because
Yeah.
now they look so comfortable.
Well, I appreciate the compliment.
I mean, what can I say? You're welcome. I love your switch.
Yeah. That's cool, man. But that's pretty crazy that they were at that extreme where they were like, hey, we're gonna hurt you if you don't push right. But
Bro,
hey.
if you knew
But
them,
you-
you know there was
Yeah,
like
but
it was
that-
like in good
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
intentions.
Yeah, I mean, they used to tell me if I didn't skate faster, they wouldn't film me.
wow.
Yeah.
We'd be filming, and then the filmer would be filming, and then my first trick, which was Tort, and he would just stop and be like, "Man, skate faster. I'm not filming you anymore."
Yeah, they were just trying to I skated with them here and there,
Mhm.
and they were just a team that was just trying to see you progress, try to see you do good, and they
Yeah.
didn't want nothing but the best out of you,
Yeah, and they went hard. They gave it 100% every single time, man. Everything
That's cool.
they
At
did
least they
didn't
backed
matter.
up what they were preaching. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were all about it. Like if you guys were going to a spot, it was gonna be, you were gonna skate the crap out of that spot. You're gonna leave it all out there, just anything.
Dude,
That's cool.
to this day, some of those dudes, they're older, have kids, they don't skate that much, but they step back on a board, it looks like they never stop skating.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. I was
You're
gonna
just
say.
like, wow.
I was gonna say because then somebody's gonna start threatening them soon.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't
Get
think.
on your board. What are you doing?
I don't think anyone can threaten those dudes. Those dudes are monsters.
Well, shout out to them for that, man.
Yeah,
know what I'm
no,
saying?
for real.
Yeah. Well, especially because you said it helped out your style and everything. So
Yeah.
that's what's up. That's what it's all about. And what would be the local skate park where you're a West Cove?
Oh, I was a West Coast guy.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, West
Oh,
Coast.
yeah. Hell yeah.
A
You got-
little bit of BP, but that was just when West Coast got burnt out, or like
Mhm.
you got tired of skating West Coast. You go skate BP for like half a day,
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
then just
cool.
go right back to West Coast and the night at West Coast before they turn off the lights.
Shout out to that, man.
That was during the Magic era when we had lights till like 10
I know.
o'clock.
Mm.
So nice.
Well, was the back gate open or was it always
Mhm.
locked?
Yeah, that's when the back gate was open.
Mhm.
You had
Wow.
baseball fields.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They used to have the snack bar. The snack bar used to make these fries called skater fries.
So the snack bar is not available anymore?
No, they tore it all down with the
Oh,
baseball fields.
wow.
The
Fun.
baseball, it's all like soccer, like like you know those expensive soccer complexes.
Yeah,
That's what they put back there now.
that's crazy. I haven't been back there in a while, so.
Yeah, I mean like now you go and you just catch the regulars there, not too many, maybe like 10 regular heads.
That's cool. Have you been back there since you've been here in town? Have you skated
Oh
West
no,
Coast?
I haven't. Like
Yeah.
I haven't. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
That's
been a
cool.
fat minute.
That's
So
cool.
Different, super different.
Yeah,
What
being in
happened this
Utah.
place.
Yeah, you've been in Utah, so are you still skating out there?
Not as much as I want to,
Mm-hmm.
because I got job. I got 2 kids and
Right, family.
family. I'm a
Right.
family man now, and
That's all good. Yeah, I seen your Instagram. You're a family man,
yeah,
for sure.
100%.
That's cool.
Love
man.
my kids.
For sure. Shout out to them. Hopefully they're watching.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, Daddy said hi.
Hi Lorenzo. Hi Michelle.
There you go. So West Covina was a local shop. Skate park.
Yeah,
And you said Utility was a local skate shop.
that and Platform.
Platform?
Platform when they were around.
Dude, that was one of the greatest shops ever.
Ever, man. You could go there and just hang out. Just one of those good vibe shops and just
That's the best. That's the way skate shops are supposed to be, man.
yeah.
Hell yeah! Shout out to all the local skate shops out there.
Dude, straight up from that shop, shout out to the homie Joseph. He used to take care of us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
Big
cool.
Booty Joe. Shout out Big Booty
Yeah,
Joe.
actually, yeah, that's his Instagram.
Shout out, man. Hopefully he's listening out there. All right. So since you've been in town, you said you haven't been on the board yet.
Nah.
Do you want to get on the mini ramp in
I'll
the back?
probably get a quick session before I leave. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Because you said you did skate more transition now.
Yeah, I
That's
started
cool.
skating tranny pretty
Okay.
heavy. Once like we would, besides West Coast, I'd go skate Ayala quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty big park, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, my first introduction to Ayala was through him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my first day going to Ayala, I got sent to county. I got picked up.
Eesh.
And then after that, we redeemed it, and he took me to Ayala when I got out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, wow.
I remember being in the
Had to make-
passenger seat, like, what's going on? Can you drive? Yeah. You got a license? Yeah. Let me see it. Okay, here you go. Take his car. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
had to call your mom and be like, hey, Peralta's in jail.
Jeez.
You had your brother Roy in the back seat too.
Oh, yeah, I just picked up my little brother from school.
Oh wow. What, you get pulled over?
I had
Yeah.
a warrant.
Mm.
I had a warrant for
But did you
graffiti.
get pulled over in the car? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just driving, and I guess they ran my plates, and it showed that someone in my address had a warrant. But thanks to him, my car didn't get towed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be very expensive, man. Shit,
But, yeah, Ayala, like I've seen this dude skate, and I was like, wow, dude, I didn't know you were that good at transition.
Yeah. I was super excited because that park has my last name, so I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I want to skate that park, right? And I get there, I'm like, I can't skate nothing in this park. It's just too big.
No, that's great, man. I
Yeah,
love it, dude.
so I was
That
like,
back
alright.
that back bowl is super flowy. I love it. Not the
The
pool. The pool's sick though too,
Or
but
the second biggest one.
the second big bowl in the back with like the 12-foot drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's the spot, dude.
All right. So, I mean, dude, that's cool that's what when did you start knowing that you like to skate transition? Like, cause I know, like you said, you started off kind of in the street with the fun box.
Yeah, and then I think it was like Westco kind of introduced me to it because Westco's back part's pretty
Right, yeah.
pretty like some good
Right, they had,
transition.
like, clam bowl or whatever. they
And
call
then
it.
I heard that Ayala was opening up because I went on like skateparks.com, on
Okay.
Google and stuff, and it popped up like. And I just remember seeing like the tranny, and I was just like, "Dang, that's sick! I want to try it." And then I saw they had a pool, and I used to skate the Advanced Skate Park.
Oh.
My dad took me when I was way young,
Oh, that's cool.
and I remember skating the half pipe in the back. I remember seeing the pool, and I was just
you're all padded up.
yeah, I'm all padded up.
I mean, that's the best way to learn, I think, as
Yeah.
a kid, because then you just like you slide everywhere and
Even
you're
then,
fearless
like,
to it. Were you
even-
fearless?
like even now, like I used to when I started skating that pool quite a bit was and I would wear those knee. And let me tell you, man, it's 90-day difference. You're so much ballsier to try it when you got
Right.
knee pads to bail out on.
Yeah.
So much easier. But I mean, that's only when I would skate that pool. But and I remember they had a pool, and I yelled and I saw that, and I was just like, oh man, it brought back memories. So I started going there.
Mm-hmm.
Started learning how to skate the pool a little bit, that steeper transition, tiles and stuff, giving some
Wow.
slappies, and then going into like actually skating their little mini ramp, like their little mini bowl in the back has that big drop in, it has like a good corner, it's a good transitional hit right there. So kind of just the park makes you flowy.
That's cool.
So I started that. I just kind of naturally went into because I kind of like bombing hills, kind of
right.
a nice
Right.
smoothness, can't
Right.
be really jerky. So I kind of just led into
Yeah.
tranny skating just kind of came natural to me a little bit.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, shout out to Pops for taking you out to,
Yeah.
bands and everything. That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah, man. So hitting tiles, man, like that's one thing I haven't done before yet in a pool because sometimes those things are kind of scary. Hell yeah.
No, it is.
Especially once you hit that, like, the little, it kind of, you're all like, do I stay on? Do I jump off?
Yeah.
Am I getting scared or what? But once you get used to it,
Yeah.
What was your main goal, like your main go trick for the transition?
Front indies.
Front
Yeah,
indies.
Like, yeah, air front indies. Like, that was my big, like, I wanted that so bad. Just because I thought it was like, that's it. Like,
That's
hell
like
yeah.
flying.
Getting
Yeah.
past the coping, like, front indies.
he was one of the first persons I ever saw in person that was not a pro,
Mm-hmm.
actually fly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, I mean, at the same time, we were still hanging out together, and that's when I
Yeah.
was like, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just back to back.
Yeah. Like, I push him, he pushed me, and, like, we just go back and forth nonstop.
That's crazy. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, I it's probably me that's holding myself back, but like getting air out of something is kind of, it's like, I don't know how to. Maybe there's a certain technique to whip it up or something, or just go with it. I have no clue, but You know, I always, you know, at La Habra, I always
Yeah.
wanted to clear that little gap that they had. Like if you come in and
on the ball and you launch over into
yeah,
the, into
and you
where
could
it takes
almost
you to the street.
almost to the flat. You know,
Yeah.
no, like you know where you're going towards the back when you come in, and it comes around like this. And some people jump from that part to like it's kind of flat, but it has like that down flat slope in the back.
I think so, right there
It's
next
not
to the
even
corner,
that big
right?
of a gap, and I still never cleared it. But man, I always wanted to. Kids be flying out that thing, doing air grabs and everything. I'm like,
Tuck knees, man.
yeah, that's a big thing, right? Tucking the knee.
I mean, we spent a good amount of time at La Habra too back in the day, like when we first discovered it.
Hell
Yeah.
La Habra?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Shit.
If we weren't at West Covina, we were either once we got a car, we started figuring out their skate parks elsewhere, and it's like,
Right.
oh man, not just where the 178 can take us, you know.
No,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I get it.
The only bus that ran till like
3 skate parks.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't.
Hoping your mom would pick you up. Hey, can you
Yeah.
get Peralta ride home too?
Yeah. Ooh,
Or-
I had to make those calls before.
Or if not, it was like, I guess we're skating home. We get home when we
Yeah.
get home.
Yeah.
It's a good mission.
I remember not even being that far away from home, but I just remember having to make that call. Be like, "Can you come and get us?" What the hell? Like, oh man, I didn't hear it. You know, it's really nice on the way until we dropped off my homie, and then it's like,
Then you get this.
oh.
Did you ever have to do? So I learned how to do this when I was younger. I would do the call collect, and then would say,
Oh yeah.
"Who's calling?" You'd be like, "Mom, come pick me up."
I would just, you would have to just talk really fast, like, you know, just like,
Yeah, because you had like 2
yeah,
seconds.
no, wait. Or something, you know, like it'd be like super quick. Like,
Yeah.
It'll be like a little record. You have a collect call from, and it'll say your name,
Yeah.
and you know, you tell
You
them.
just tell them that, hang up.
There's that one commercial. It's we had a baby. It's a boy.
I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a classic one, man. Hell yeah. So, did you prefer skating more transition, like in the skate parks, or did you like the streets?
I would say kind of 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah, because like there's not a lot of street tranny spots, you know.
Right,
so,
right.
but we did a lot of like my big thing at the time was I had like my first DSLR camera, so I wanted to take photos of like
Oh.
all the homies skating. Like I got pictures of like Listo, Peralta, Phil. Remember Philip?
Yeah.
Like all the like the skate homies like taking
Yeah.
pictures on like a decent camera and stuff. So it'd be like skate spots. Like even if it wasn't something I can skate,
Yeah.
I knew I can set up like my flash and like my light box.
Wow.
And get, like,
you're
some sick
you're
photos,
that homie,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it was either I was either having fun skating or I was having fun taking pictures, you know, or something like that.
That's cool. That's cool. Is that like a hobby of yours?
Yeah.
Photography?
Yeah, even to this day, like now I do like I'm kind of getting into like drone photography and then,
Mm.
but it's just a hobby, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to that, man. Because I mean, those memories last forever, especially
Yeah.
and then you got a photo to document it. Now, I'm not familiar with the camera. Is this like film or is it digital?
So mine's a mirrorless. The one I have now is a mirrorless, full frame.
Mm-hmm.
But I started off with like a DSLR, like a Canon T2i was my first camera,
Okay.
and
That
then
sounds digital,
yeah,
huh?
it was. I think it was only like 12 megapixels, and now
Okay.
I'm shooting on 48 megapixels right now on a full
Yeah.
frame.
That's cool.
But
That's cool.
That was at that first camera.
yeah,
When you got
Little-
remember when you got the fisheye for it?
yeah, like on the little Amazon fisheye for like $20.
Wow.
And this is crazy because I don't think those cameras were even filming film yet, right? Like you couldn't
They
shoot-
they did shoot, but it was like 720p,
Mm.
like 24 frames a second. Like you didn't use it to film anything really.
Yeah.
It's just for photos. But we had like a little screw-on fisheye lens that was just so bad, but it was so cool.
Yeah.
I got like even
'Cause-
like I still have the photo on my Instagram and Facebook is me doing like a fat tuck knee
Okay.
with that lens that Peralta took the photo of, and it's just that lens alone made it worth it. It was
That's cool.
yeah, it was so bad but so good.
That's cool, man. That's everything. I mean, I remember like growing up, trying to find like a fisheye for something was like, and then the pricing and everything. You know, we were trying to figure out ways to make them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was just like these.
$48 on Amazon.
Damn. Yeah, we didn't have Amazon back then, man. Shit. So,
Yeah, this is like 2009.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, when we were growing up, he was the tech savvy one
Yeah.
out of all of us. He
Well,
was
I could tell he was like kind of criticizing the way you're running your little laptop over here.
Hey, man.
You know what you're doing over there?
I can only do so much with the hand-me-down.
Hey, it's all right, man. That's how a lot of our stuff is.
A hand-me-down.
Or, I mean, a gift from
no,
my old job.
It just made me think of that when what's his name, Spanish Mike, he thought it was called hand-me-downs, like hammy.
Yeah.
Hammy?
Hammy. And then P-Rod was just laughing his ass off like, dude, it's hand-me-downs.
Really?
And his whole life he was calling them hand-me-downs.
Honestly, that's what I think of them as, hand-me-downs, right?
It's hand-me-down. Like someone hands you down their last thing, man.
I thought it was hammy.
Oh, gosh, Peralta.
Oh, here we go. With the jokes again, huh?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, they suck.
All right. Now, are you the type to listen to music while you're skateboarding?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have
Big
the
time.
earpieces in, or do you listen to boombox?
Not earpieces.
Earpieces?
Just because, like, my taste in music was a lot different from everyone else's. I don't want to be that guy blasting obnoxious music at the skate park.
What are you listening to?
Now?
Or then?
Oh,
now?
then, man, it was a lot of... I was a hardcore kid at heart, so I was listening to, like, old Devil vs. Prada, old Bring Me the Horizon, gosh, where do I start? Job for a Cowboy,
That's it.
Have Heart, you know, stuff like that. Just like the hardcore music, death metal and stuff like that.
What's playing now?
A lot of, it's definitely toned down quite a bit. I'm into stuff that's like,
Something you can hear around the family?
well, yeah, even then, my kids, like, I'll throw on, like, my Blast from the Past playlist I have, and my daughter loves it more than my boy.
That's cool.
But right now, I'm listening to a lot more chiller stuff. Like, I'm into, like, listening to Movements right now. Just a lot of, like, one-off stuff that's, like, just chill vibes.
Chill vibes.
But, like, if I were to go, like, go-to music would be, like, probably Movements right now. And then if I go back into a little of the harder stuff, I go to, like, Counterparts and stuff like that.
That's cool.
The crazy part with our group, we actually used to kind of pick at him a little bit for listening to that stuff.
No, you guys never did that.
We totally would just call him emo kid and all that.
I didn't care, bro.
We just.
Well, that's cool that you stuck with what you like, because that, like, some people, they only want to listen to what they think everybody else is supposed to. You know?
I didn't care. Like, Peralta introduced me to, like, dubstep, and I heard dubstep for the first
Yeah.
time, like, Mount Eden.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa, man, what is this, bro?
I mean, it went both ways, because I'm not gonna lie, towards the end, towards the progression of our friendship, I got into some of his music, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like,
It's gonna
you know what?
happen if he's vibing to something, you see it, and you see how it, like, and then you start, especially if something's catchy.
Yeah.
I mean, I love catchy music. I mean, that's just everything, you know, like.
Well, I mean, I was forced to listen to it sometimes on the
Yeah.
car rides.
But that's sometimes.
But then that's how I like, you know what? I was like, this is pretty cool. So I got into Job for a Cowboy,
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
Suicide Silence.
Everything good, man? You got a little phone call right now?
Yeah, no, it was just the wife, you know,
Okay.
wondering how's it going,
Cool.
how much meat to buy for the barbecue.
Ooh, shout out to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you tell her I need about a half a cow?
Yeah.
And you got a bank account for that, Peralta.
Bring your own cow? Is that
Yeah.
is that the party plan?
BYOC.
Yeah.
Bring your own cow.
Yeah, hell yeah. And since we did take a little break, and you got to hit the mini ramp a little bit.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it was probably the first time I hit a half pipe in probably like 3 years.
Okay.
Because like where I live at, there's like a little plaza, but it's just ledges.
Oh, okay.
So there's like in Utah, there's not really. It's not really big like skate park stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have like plazas here and there. And even if they do have a skate park, it's like people that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Well, like you mean the way they built them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like rails that go to nowhere, ledges. They're just absolute ass and like super steep transitions. Like
Yeah.
you can't. It's just they suck, bro.
When you run into skate parks like that, you're just like, what was going on with the
Bro, I
city or the
don't
workers?
even try. Just look at it, turn around, and just shake my head and just be like, all right, I'm going home.
I mean, I feel like there's a plus and a negative to that because, like you said, you have super steep transition.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you get dudes like Grayson Fletcher,
Right.
like Tony T. These dudes hitting some gnarly because they're used to skating such.
Yeah, but when
Yeah.
you come from like butter, like I'm talking
Right.
West Coast, and then to going like butter of like Ayala
Mm-hmm.
to that, you're just like taken back, and I'm like, I'm not here to like.
Those are the ones the people that grow up there they're the ones that end up learning how to skate that because
Anything,
that's
yeah.
all they got.
Yeah, and it's like, see, so it's like I'm not trying to relearn how to skate. Like I'm 32.
Right.
Like I ain't no
right.
young kid anymore, you know.
Shout
But-
out to like, dude, because you're killing it still for not being on the board for a while.
I just ran 5.0s. It's just
Yeah, those look
that's
fun.
like all I can. That's all I can really do right
That's
now.
the
I
one
was
I'm
thinking
trying.
about,
That's the one I'm trying to learn right now.
like I was thinking about doing like maybe blunt mute out, but I was just like, I'm gonna break my ass on that.
That's why I was like, well, let's finish the show first, and
Yeah.
then, and then you can go out there. And
Not
try
even
it.
that. Now when I bring them back broken, I have to explain to Mackenzie and Rosie
Right.
what happened.
Kenzie, ooh, she's gonna kill you, bro. Kenzie.
Oh.
I thought it was always Mackenzie.
Sorry, babe, that was Peralta, not me.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Mackenzie. You just called Mackenzie
there
for
went
short.
his half a cow.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Shoot.
You're lucky you're gonna eat before the show comes out.
Yeah, you ain't eat nothing now.
Now I gotta go cater. I gotta bring her something nice now.
You're
Yeah.
damn right. You're
That's
damn
my
right.
sister-in-law,
And
pretty much.
if he fixes that in the edit, I'm gonna be like, wow.
No, I'm gonna timestamp it.
All right. Hell yeah. So we were talking a little bit right before we started again. You're saying something how like you could call Peralta like if you had a bad day, like you
Oh,
were
yeah.
saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was. We both kind of had like a pretty rocky situation, like at home.
Right.
So like if I was having like we were like Peralta and I go way back. Like I'm
Right.
talking 32 now. I was 16 when I met him. That's 16 years.
Right.
And it was just like if I was having like shit at home, you know, going on my just my living situation, the household, I'll just be like, yo man, like hey, I'll hit him up and be like, hey, you down to skate right now?
Yeah.
Didn't matter what time of day.
That's cool.
He's like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I just need to skate. You know, we need to skate to nowhere. Even we just cruise, bomb some hills, you know, and just
get out.
yeah, we'd skate Shadow Oak. We'll skate anywhere really. Giano, Rincon, you know.
It didn't really matter to us. We just
wanted to get
Yeah.
out.
yeah, it's kind of one of those things you just.
There was times like we do that and we wouldn't even come home till the next day.
Wow.
Like,
It was like when people say like you need a stress reliever.
Yeah.
That was our stress reliever. We just go out,
Yes.
have a good time.
it was really like, I don't know if you ever seen the mid-90s.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that scene when they're just like, he takes them away and just they just go skate at night, and then they just like they wake up on the ledge.
Sick.
Just like in the middle of the morning, you know, that's exactly how it was. We'd be out all night to the point where we just like, daylight would come and just be crashed out, you know. That's how it was for us, at least.
Then we were going to school, same school at the same time, which was Santana. So we'd show up and we'd roll up together, or like sometimes we'd roll up and they'd see both of us just crashed out in a class because we had the RSP class, which was the rocket science project.
Okay.
That's what you want to call it.
But yeah, we had that class together. But sometimes we'd always like our teachers were always sent us there when they don't want to deal with us.
Right.
So we'd go in there and we'd do our work, and then we got so cool with the teacher, she'd just be like, crash out, because she started to learn about our home lives, whatever, because it was
Right.
a small class.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss L for that, dude. She did a lot for us.
Sick, dude. She was way sick.
And then you would return the favor for him, right? He'd come and stay on your couch or something.
Oh yeah, he not in the couch, he used to stay in my room on the floor.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's just the same situation, you know.
Yeah.
We would just even him
That's
and even
cool.
like the homie PJ stayed with me for a while.
Shout out.
You know?
That's cool. I mean, it is. It is kind of sad that sometimes we all go through shit like that, but at the same time, having a homie like that is everything. Cause
Oh yeah.
having a rough childhood sometimes, and even if it's I know sometimes like I can't speak on your story, but like for me, like sometimes it was me as well. I was a bad kid.
Yeah.
And then I thought of course at that age you think you know everything. So I mean I had my beefs, and I would stay. Luckily I had a homie and a skateboard. Like because that was my outlet to get my aggression out.
Yeah.
And kind of and then luckily having someone to kind of listen to, and then they're kind of going in the same situation you are, so you feel like you're not alone. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
It helps a lot, like.
For real.
And then, like I said, we even had our other two homies. They were part of our squad. They were going through their same things, and same thing.
Angel and Jared.
It always every night. It'd just be us four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skate
Getting
shows.
into some stupid shit.
Remember that day you guys saved me from getting ran over on the freeway?
Oh man, you want to go into that story? I don't think we can.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're here now, that's good.
No, these guys have helped me a lot, and we've helped each other a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Big
cool.
time.
That's cool. I mean, that's cool that you guys, and then you're in Utah now.
Yeah.
And then you're here, and then you're visiting now.
Yeah, I came down to see family, and I always hit up Peralta the minute I get here. I'm like, hey. He always says, don't tell me you're at your mom's right now. I'm like, yep. He's like, I'm on my way.
That's so
Every
sick.
time.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Shout out to that. Yeah. So, if like, because you say you're not really on your board as much as you like to be right now, but if you could travel anywhere to skate, where would you want to go?
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
I think that's everyone's.
Yeah.
What was the first spot in Barcelona you hit?
I don't even know, bro. It's just
He's
everything
like,
over there, bro.
Right. Like I
That
would
bump,
go like Mach
that
right?
bump to the handrail.
Oh,
Did everyone skate?
The humps.
Yeah.
When it goes over the rail.
Over the
That's
rail.
the spot, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, like growing up, I'd watching the videos.
I'll just go there and take a photo.
Yeah,
you know?
I can't do shit now, but
little hill flip on the bank.
no, but it's like I think that growing up, everyone's just seeing like just knowing that you can go places with skating, just like oh man, Barcelona, you know, and
sure.
everyone's seen that
For
rail
sure.
and like those little whoops into the handrail, and it's like, damn.
They got Magba too, the famous Magba.
Yeah.
You see 'em?
Yeah.
They got a lot of spots out there, and that's one of my dream spots too.
Yeah.
I love
Maybe
it.
we could travel together.
It's
Yeah, let's go. I'm down.
It's like a Skatopia or
Skate
something
trip.
out there, man. It's,
Yeah, that's in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skatopia's in Philly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, they call it Skatopia.
No,
Oh, okay.
It's an actual.
It's been in the Tony Hawk games and everything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, underground too.
I think to get in there though, it's like so crazy to get in there.
It's kind of like a hostel situation. Like anyone can come and stay, but you gotta like work. You gotta like put in, like gotta clean. You gotta earn your right to hit the bulls and hit the.
I
you
heard
know?
that.
Or like when
Heard
they
that.
have like big events,
Uh-huh.
when like say they like bring like a lot of people show up in RVs and stuff. At the end of the day, they kind of go like, "Oh, what are you donating?" And
Right.
They don't let you leave unless you donate something.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're not even asking for money and stuff. They're all like, leave a car, leave some food, leave some blankets, something, you know.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Well, yeah. I mean, some people they gotta do what they gotta do, especially if you're visiting their local area.
Yeah.
Well,
You know
no,
what I mean?
that's why when you said Skatopia, I was in my head straight a click to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just meant like a skate like heaven or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't know Skatopia was like gonna trigger something, but it's all good.
Yeah.
The-
The real Skatopia, it's gnarly.
Yeah.
There's a documentary on Vice, or I think.
Yeah, it was Vice.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Vice.
It's probably where I heard that name from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's some dude who just has like acres and acres of land,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just nonstop always building
He's like the owner, yeah.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
just nonstop building skate stuff in his place.
That's cool. That's I mean, if I had like concrete, could you imagine what I'd put back here,
Oh
man?
yeah,
Oh,
you got.
man.
Ooh. Like what they did at that P-side place.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind like having all them dudes just come over here like, hey, can you just like let's make a planter right here, but it'd be skatable.
Yeah.
You know, like it looked like a plaza type of look, but then have
it'd
actual-
be aesthetically and visually pleasing,
right,
but everything's skatable.
right.
Yeah.
That's the dream right there. You know what I'm saying? Any plans on like at your house? You don't ever plan on setting up like any skate things, or do the kids ever ask to get on the board?
Yeah, my boy does. So I have a skateboard at home, obviously, and then
Mm-hmm.
I have his little one.
Right.
But eventually, yeah. But
Yeah,
you
because
know,
you don't want to push it on them, and sometimes they, you know,
nah.
you kind of want them to find it, you know, like on their
Yeah,
own.
that's what I try to do. I try to like kind of just like slowly like if
At
they're
least
out
skate
there.
in front of him, and then he'll be
Oh
like,
yeah, I do. Yeah.
yeah.
Like I'll skate in the driveway all the time. Like
Yeah.
we'll be out there riding their bikes, and I'll be on my skateboard,
for sure.
or if we go for like a bike ride, I'm on my skateboard, you know, type thing. And
See, you're still a skater. That's what's
yeah,
up. I
yeah,
mean,
just not how I used to be.
it doesn't matter, man.
More trips to the hospital.
Well, less trips now because
Yeah.
you're not doing it anymore. So that's good, man. That
Yeah.
especially that because I mean we're never gonna. I feel like I'm never gonna stop being on the board. I feel comfortable if I'm standing in one place. If I'm on a skateboard, it's weird.
You just feel free.
Yeah,
There's no rules, nothing. Just
None.
freedom,
Just
you.
something
You
about
just-
those
whatever
four
you
wheels on that
Yeah.
concrete, man.
Ooh,
It's
you
just
can
something
just
different.
move about the way you want, like, and then maneuver around people. Like, you really know your skills. Like, if you go to like Venice Beach and you don't have to go through a crowd,
Yeah.
and then you just kind of know that you have your flow and everything, and it's just like, all right, like you don't have to worry that somebody's like, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah.
Going this way, you know.
Don't even trip.
Don't even trip. I got this. You just stay where you're at. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Back to that, like how you said, like it's crazy. You don't speak or we don't skate for so long, but it's still always in our blood.
Right.
We actually just had ran into someone who recognized me at the hobby shop today, and we were talking about that.
Oh, really?
I was telling him, like, yeah, dude, like, because I asked him, I was like, how you been, man? You still skating? He's like, nah, not really, but he's all, every now and then. I was like, and I told him, you know, it's crazy, you know, it's always in your blood.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah.
like how long you go without it. You see someone with the skateboard?
Yeah.
Hey, let me just get an ollie real quick, or
Wow.
let me just ride real quick, or
Yeah, back in my day, kid, let me show you how it's done. You
Yeah,
know?
but me, I feel like if I were to be like, hey kid, let me show you, let me try that or something, they'd be like, look at the way I look. Come on, they're gonna be like, they think I'm gonna jack them or something. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like, and then look how big I am. I'm not trying to get on someone else's board and I break it. You know what I'm saying?
That board will snap.
You know
I
what I'm
felt
saying?
that tail get so soft when I was on it.
no,
You know?
So soft.
You know, to add to that, it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy because I have, when I was younger, I remember being at bus stops and a cholo dude's coming up to me. I used to skate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
let-
All
let-
the time.
Let me see your board. I'll do an ollie. Let me
Oh,
see your
shit.
board. And
Yeah.
then like you're kind of like,
You don't know.
but then you still end up giving it to him. You see him do an ollie, and then he's like, cool.
Well, yeah, because he's like, I could just take it from you, homie.
Yeah.
He's like, I could just
Yeah,
take it. I
straight
don't,
up.
we could,
Yeah.
You know, like I just want to show you I can ollie.
But I mean, it's cool that they're respectful and they go like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
let me try it, can I? And then you see him ollie, and then after he gives it back, he's like, nice board.
Yeah,
Then next thing you know, you're just chopping
Yeah,
it about
yeah.
skateboarding, waiting for the bus.
that's cool, man. Hell yeah, yeah, man. Fucking. I mean, you never know who used to skate because it was really popular in the '80s, and some of them dudes like cholos, they might have done it, and they probably don't tell the homies, or you know,
Yeah.
or they do, you know, like. You know, they're like, damn, let me try that out. Hey, I haven't done that in years. You know? So, we got a helicopter coming over, huh? Are you
Shit.
picking that up?
Slightly.
Cool. We don't have to
Slightly.
worry about that. So, what would your board setup be like now? What?
So right now, I'm rocking an 825,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm rocking a board of Provo. It's like a local skate shop right by my pad.
Oh, cool.
I'm rocking one of their shop decks. And
Shout
then,
out to them.
Yeah, and I got 8 indies. I got the hollows.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got reds, of course. I'm rocking Bones 54s right now.
Sick. You got a nice setup, man. At least, you know skateboarding. You know.
Oh
what you
yeah,
like,
no,
for
I wasn't
sure.
gonna like I knew
Hell
exactly what
yeah.
I was getting.
Hell yeah, that's cool, man. And then you get to spend time with your kids. You're riding around.
Yeah.
They're on their bikes. Pretty soon, I hopefully, you know, I want to predict it that they're gonna want a skateboard. You know. what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, my
So,
boys are ready. My daughter mainly is asking for one.
That's cool. That's cool. And you're gonna let them go pick it out themselves. and
Oh yeah,
everything?
100%. Yeah,
That's what's up.
that's a very important moment. Picking
For
out your first
sure.
board, you know.
Yeah.
What's even
moment.
better
Yeah.
that you now have knowledge to which one, if they're gonna pick one that, you know, be like, oh, maybe go
Oh,
with
maybe
this
not that
one.
one. You know,
Yeah.
let's check this one out.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Well,
We're a Reds family, homie. Like.
yeah, we're Reds. I'm all about the bone Swiss, but you know, I've been
Yeah.
wanting to try those damn ceramic ones. I just can't. I can't pull the trigger to pay for them.
100 and something.
Like
Yeah,
160
it's a hard
bucks or
hard
something?
investment to commit to.
I
Nah,
know.
dude, Baron's a
Especially-
Baron in my eyes when it comes to that. At least for that price.
Well, no, I mean, if you spend 100 and you blow one out the first week, you're just like, wow.
Yeah,
They're great.
Well, yeah, but that's cool, man. That's a great setup that you have. What about hobbies now that you're not skateboarding? What are you doing on the side?
Besides like drones, photography, and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
fishing with my kids,
Fishing is always fun.
fishing and camping. We're big. Like out there in Utah, it's like outdoors. Like the mountains are literally in front of my house. I live pretty
It's
much.
probably really beautiful out there.
Oh man, yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah.
Everyone that all my family or friends that come up and see it, they're
Mhm.
always instantly like, they're like, "You seriously?" I'm like, "Dude, look how great this is." Like we drive
I
5 minutes, we're
know.
up the mountain.
Wow.
A lot of fishing. My kids, a lot of camping.
Okay.
Guess
Alright.
call those hobbies, but yeah, just being
No,
a dad.
That's fun. That's a fun thing to do, especially because I was quite of a angler at one time.
Yeah.
You know. And what kind of fish are you going after?
Just trout right now.
Trout.
Trout and like bass and like white bass, and we have some.
I like me trout fishing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Bass are hard to catch. And I've caught a bass, but sometimes you know they're tricky. Like they're
You
kind of a
just gotta
sport.
fish the bank, man.
The sports, you know, it's
Yeah.
more like a sport to me. Like trying to get those guys, man. But yeah, trout. I'm all about trout. I love the little lures.
Oh yeah.
I like having like my nice, perfect. You know, I had my own custom made pole made. You know, super light. Oh man, like you just jig that hook like.
Yeah.
Pow, you you could feel them nibbling on the damn thing before. I used to fish so much that I would have like dreams, and then in my sleep I would like go go like that trying to hook it, you know.
So, as a skater, did you ever have that in school?
What's that like
the dream where you'd be asleep on your desk
and you do
and
like
you're
and you do
skating?
and you kick your legs up like if
wow.
you're doing a trick and you get into the bottom of the desk.
I still have now because I skate. I have those things where I'm about to go to sleep, like full sleep, and I'll just. And my lady will look at me and what happened? I go, damn, I just hit a rock right now. I was all tripping, dude. Like I was skating off feet, man. Then I was like, and I really jerked like if I fell.
Yeah.
In that direction.
Yeah, but I'm not like fully asleep. I'm like right at that peak where I'm about to go out, you know, and then it's just like gunk.
No, I asked because I used to always bang my knees on the desk because sometimes I'd fall asleep.
Yeah.
And you would just hear my knees
funny.
go blah real hard, and the whole class
funny.
would just stop. The whole class would just stop and look at me and be like, "Oh shit."
My bad.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's cool, man.
I'll be like, same thing, like asleep in class when like, you know, everybody at the classmates sitting next to you, and I bounce up and I wake up and I make sure like if anybody's seen them.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Embarrassed.
Luckily, I was sitting in the back, but.
Oh no! See, at least you would like me. I'd literally bang my knees on the bottom of the desk like that, so like the whole class would just stop and look. And I'm like, you wouldn't understand. You're not a skater.
Hell yeah! Shout out to that, man. Because I mean, those dreams are like
The
trippy.
best. They're the best though. Like those are the dreams. You're like, man, I wish I hadn't woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I woke up and I didn't hit the ground. Shit. Damn. Imagine you like rock off the bed. Boom. Oh, not a good thing. And also those drones, man. Those drones aren't cheap.
This one's like it's a DJI Mavic Air, the first one I believe. So it wasn't like it was under 600, but my camera costs more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a good entry drone. You know, 2K filming. The only down thing about it is it takes like JPEG photos. Kind of sucks, but luckily I can do a lot of the adjustments on the actual app itself before I take the picture, so I won't have to do too much in Photoshop or Lightroom for corrections. But it's just enough right now because it's just under that threshold where I have to register it and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Because nowadays, you can't just be flying them anywhere, huh?
No, you got to be over anything under 250 grams is okay. Anything over that, you need to do like a drone class and all this stuff. And so this one's just underneath. It's 249 grams.
Trying to regulate people.
Yeah.
And do they make you license it? Like, do you have to pay for a license or anything?
No, well, when you fly through the app, it has like a MyFly thing and it tracks your flights and stuff. So, yeah.
Damn, we're all reporting this to whoever needs to know.
Yeah, the FAA.
Lucky though, but if you learn to fly those things and you do upgrade to that level, the money's good if you learn.
Yeah.
You
got to have your commercial license on the drone though. That's like a whole different class.
Wow.
But like I said, the paycheck.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love that paycheck.
Wow. I mean, that's probably the future, man. So.
Shoot,
that's cool.
I'm trying to see if I can transition back for the state.
Are you shooting or what are you using the drone for? Like, are you taking it out on the lake while you're fishing, or are you just for anything?
Well, because I'm like always out with my kids. I do a lot of like just like hiking. Moab. We're in Moab. I did some drone footage there, and just kind of it's funny because I have so many videos that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do something with these tons, and I just want to just kind of, I don't know why, but I feel like I want to just keep it to myself.
Yeah.
But I have a ton like of just like super cinematic shots, and I do post occasionally, and I don't really post as much as I should, but I have quite a bit. I just kind of do like little cinematic shots here and there. People rock climbing.
You never know if you make like a YouTube channel and people just start following it, because I mean the scenery sounds beautiful as it is.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
So I mean, and then people that travel or they want to go somewhere like, hey, I want to go check out Utah, and then they go, let's check it out on the YouTube. And then, oh wow, this is beautiful. Look at these shots over here. Look at this. Oh, let's go. Let's book it up. You know.
There you go. You're gonna become the face of Utah.
That was good. I'll stay under the radar.
Yeah, stay under the radar, man, because you never know. Yeah, I don't trust too many people knowing too much, but here we are. Hi, everybody. But okay, so fishing, drones, and then you said camping. Now camping is awesome,
Yeah,
dude. Are you like me? I have an 11-man tent.
that's what I have.
Yeah.
I have it.
That's
Well, I
what's
do
up.
because it's like I got my wife and my kids with me,
but,
and then
but you get to walk in, right?
Yeah.
You're not like oh, let me.
yeah,
go.
no, we
Like-
don't do a whole camp trail. At least not yet. You know, we're in the market for one right now, but we're also in the process of hopefully buying a house very soon. So I'd rather do that
okay.
first.
For
but,
sure.
Yeah, but we do camp. We do tent camping right now, so it's great. Kids
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
You know, the wife loves it when it's cool, not when it's hot.
Right.
You know, gotta keep her
Of course.
happy.
Yeah, like did you guys start off like little by little, like buying like here's a tent, here's
Yeah.
and then suddenly you have like the whole setup.
Yeah, next thing I know, I got like two like queen size air mattresses. We got like a double buddy heater for when the winter because we
Right.
camp pretty cold weather,
Right.
and we have like just
Yeah.
a
you
little
bring
pop
the-
out kitchen and
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, the whole
There
9
we
yards.
There
When we go camp, it's
yeah,
not glamping, but it's pretty
I got
close.
I got the road trip grill, right? I got the one that folds down. I got the one that you can actually the Coleman, the one that you can put on a table.
Dude, I use that.
You know.
That Coleman was like religiously used for like a good 2 years, and then my wife just bought me for Christmas. She bought me the Blackstone camping one that's like 17-inch.
Sick.
So I use the Blackstone now, but I still have that Coleman just in case.
Yeah, you never
You know?
know. Yeah, you never know, man. And do you have like your canopy and everything too? Like
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just bought another one. The other one broke, but
Yeah.
yeah, I got caught in a windstorm. So
oh, no.
you know how flimsy those things are.
Dude,
no matter what.
yeah, you gotta really tie those damn things down or they're
Yeah.
gone, man.
We experienced it.
Yeah, go
on
skate
skate
day.
day?
Yeah, they almost took off on us, man. And I was prepared for it, and I didn't. I was like, oh, we should be fine, and I didn't
Yeah.
because I got a bunch of water bottles that I was supposed to fill up and then tie it all down, and then it's like doesn't seem that bad, and then we get there, like here comes the wind, like oh no.
Dude, I used my hydro flask to man down the front.
Yeah, yeah.
My
That
half
was
gallon. I was surprised that thing held it down.
It held it down. We held it down, man. That was cool. Also, like I want to say that, like for me, like in my camping time, I even got like a little bit of that fake turf, like grass.
Yeah.
So when you come out of your tent, like
You have
and
like
then-
a front. You have like a
Well,
front
just
lawn.
like even then,
Yeah.
you get sand and dirt into the tent. It
right,
just ruins
so
it, bro.
so you're kind of like trying to get everything out, like, and then I have my little broom, you know.
Yeah.
And so, like, even like, I bought something that plugs into your like cigarette lighter in a car, that is an outlet, so you can actually put a plug right there.
Yeah.
So we'd have running power into there and everything. It's just like, dude, and a air mattress, air sofa. Yeah, so we had a sofa.
Dude, if you do you have those on Instagram still when you set up skate show Airbnb
Oh,
outside?
yeah, and then sometimes it gets too hot in here, you know, in the
Yeah.
studio. So we could set up outside, you know, and then it was all set up right there outside by the ramp and shit.
It was
so.
a skate show Airbnb.
Yeah, I was like only one night.
Only in California, bro. You still probably get about $250 a night out of it
Dude,
too.
for sure. I
I don't know what the wait.
And no restroom. I was like, there's no restrooms here and everything, but yeah.
I was gonna say with the price things are out here.
Yeah.
I think you can pull in five. A
Dude,
night.
these motherfuckers are turning into squatters. They'll never leave. You know what I'm saying? They got everything they need almost out here, man. They'll become tent city in the backyard.
Fuck. Yeah, I wouldn't like that, and I'd come back here with the vengeance.
Oh.
We're like, leave now.
Hell yeah. So camping, dude, that's so much fun. Are you also doing these camping trips and fishing?
Yeah.
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 That's the best.
We do
That's
that
the
quite a
best.
bit.
That's the best, man. So much fun, man. You're a good dad. Taking the wife, taking the kids out. They're gonna love all that stuff, man. They grow up with good memories. That's cool. Hell yeah.
But I mean, I got to meet the kids today and spend some time with them while you were inside In and Out. So they're good kids though.
All right.
They're funny.
Yeah.
Are they
They're
funny?
They're funny.
Are they the one that taught you that joke today?
No.
Got him. All right.
You better not edit that out. You better not edit that out.
Nah, he's leaving that in for
Yeah,
sure.
he is.
For sure, man.
Yeah, as shameful as it was for me, but
Yeah.
That was a good one.
All right. Well, I know you got to get to your barbecue. I know you guys got to do your thing today. Before we get out of here, we always ask a crazy question. Like, we have you like kind of like pick one from the bowl.
All right.
There you go.
Shit.
There we go. We never know what you're gonna get.
All right, here we go. Do I read it?
You can read it.
Dinosaur question.
Yeah, here we go.
No, just kidding.
If you get a pro board,
Ooh.
what is your graphic?
Oh,
Damn.
I haven't heard that one.
Damn, bro, this is hard.
If
Because
you ever got a pro board, what would your graphic be?
what would it be now?
Then and
Then.
now. Let's do both.
I mean, like back in the day, my first pro board, like actual pro board
Like,
besides the
I-
shop.
No,
I'm talking about
if you went pro,
If you went pro.
Oh, snap. If you get a pro, if I get a pro board,
If-
I get it
if
now.
you
Sorry,
get
I'm a little slow. I was an
It's
RSP.
all good. No, I should have wrote that a little better.
No, you're good. You're good. It makes sense. I just read it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, what would your
Shoot.
graphic be? What would you want?
I mean, man,
I like these thinkers.
that's tough, dude. That's tough. I don't know, dude. I think it would be like, honestly, I don't even know.
That's
Like,
so
I'm just thinking about all like my first pro board was like, not even pro. It was a pro board. It was
Yeah.
a Zero Bloody Nose,
okay.
and then after that it was like a blind board. Then like I had a World Industries board.
Uh-huh.
I'm just kind of thinking it would kind of be nostalgic to kind of like a bloody nose, like a Zero Bloody Nose board
Uh-huh.
style, like in the front, you know, like like the skull, you got the bloody nose coming down, and then like a little like play like, man,
like some World Industry play.
some
where,
like World
they have-
Industry in the middle,
where they
bro.
have that-
Like it'd be
that-
kind of
that-
hard, like or even like
Yeah.
just like I think it would just be like the dock,
Mm.
The
like the
loading
dock,
dock?
the loading dock,
dock?
even that, or like St. Martha's 8.
Oh, dude.
Or even just like where we used to skate all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's tough.
That's a
Damn,
tough
that's a
one.
good one, bro.
That's a good one.
I didn't even think it's a one off, dude. You got me, dude. I'm stumped.
Well, you know, if the wifey's listening, go to CCS and they can make any skateboard you want.
Now, I remember those
Yeah.
CCS mags, dude.
Yes.
That was the stuff.
Oh, those were so
Seeing
fun.
like
Couldn't
falling
wait
and
till,
all
like-
this stuff, dude. Back in the day, the
Sitting there
good.
circling your favorite board that you wanted that you
Yeah,
couldn't
you would
have.
always like in your head build like your best deck you'd ever had. You know you're never gonna
The
get,
future board.
but it was like, oh man, dude,
The
like.
dream board, the dream
I'd
board.
get these jeans and like these audio shoes or
Right.
these new
Oh, that was
Americas
all
or
about
those
the
Leo
shoes.
Romeros, you know, or even,
Yeah.
oh man, I used to do that all the time. It's circle the ones I knew I wasn't gonna get.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
a trip that all skaters connected to that without even knowing most people did that.
Oh, I did
Right.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's why I did it, but I never knew my other friends did it.
Oh,
Right.
dude, like yeah.
And then
But
How'd you
I would
not?
always trip out because I would be like, I would get this and this, and my homie would be like, oh, I'd get this and this, and I'll be
Just
like,
a complete
cool,
different
cool,
style.
you're not picking what I'm getting, you know?
Yeah,
like,
you know,
you
like,
know, that's cool because, yeah.
bro, if we put all our birthday money together, we could probably get a
No,
I didn't trust it. I mean, it's not that I didn't trust it, but I just, you know, even now, now it's easy to order something online. It's just
Yeah.
easy. But
I
back
can't order
then,
a board online, dude.
right? Like
I need to feel it. You got to put it on the floor. You got to feel like the concave and see if that's good pop,
Mhm.
if it got good con.
well, it's like the same thing with shoes. I can't order shoes. I can't order pants
right.
because those are
Oh,
things.
I order shoes for sure.
I can't.
Only
I-
from S though, yeah.
I
And-
can't because I'm like I gotta sit there because on a picture it can look one way, but when you put it on, it feels a
Yeah.
whole other way.
Oh, it could be the same shoe, just different material, and it'll feel completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the shoes that I buy, like I know which ones I like to skate in, right?
God
Shout
damn.
out to that.
To the
And,
ghost.
yeah, shout out to the ghost. And no, I like to. I know what shoes I like to skate in, and then the rest of them are pretty much chillers.
Yeah.
And if one day those chillers feel comfy riding or board, they might get used.
No, we didn't
know what I
have
mean?
chillers growing up. We
Oh,
had
for
just the
no, me neither.
bro. We
duct
had
tape,
shoe goo,
yeah,
and that was it, bro.
duct tape,
Like,
shoe goo. For,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh man,
Well, I think he was one of the dudes that me and him discovered the shoe glue sticks together. Remember we used to do the shoe glue sticks with the lighter?
yep.
Oh, like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or not even the shoe glue sticks, just a regular glue sticks.
Yeah, glue
yeah.
stick. That's what he meant.
Yeah,
Yeah, the glue sticks. We started going to 99-cent store, just buying a packet of glue sticks. and a
giant
lighter.
dollar, bro, right there
Yeah.
by Seafood City.
I
Zuza and Amar.
might admit, maybe we didn't buy them.
No.
Well, yes, you did.
Hell no. Yes, we did. We were law-abiding citizens back
That's
then.
right. That's right.
Well, Giant Dollar supplied our skate careers real well.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, so they're a
that
sponsor?
and Rite Aid.
And
We're
Rhino
a sponsor pretty much. Giant Dollar and Rhino Mart were our sponsors at the time.
Let's get into that. Did you ever have a dream sponsor? Like if you could be
Baker, dude.
Baker?
I knew I was never gonna get to that point just because it was like you saw them and
we
they were
can all
just
dream.
Yeah, but if I had like I remember just seeing that video and just seeing them like, oh my gosh, just miles ahead, dude.
Right.
Like just frontside flips on lock, dude. Like big old gaps and
I remember
just rails like crazy, and it was just like, man, I think Baker because when that video came out, man, it was. Everyone was talking about, hey, did you see Baker 3 yet? Did you see Baker 3? We're having watch parties at people's houses just to see the video, you know? It was such a huge deal when it came out.
Right. Oh, yeah.
He's not lying, dude.
No, I believe you. Like, was this VHS days?
Oh, yeah, VHS.
No, Baker 3 was already DVDs.
It was a DVD?
No, it was, I'm thinking of bootleg.
Yeah, Baker bootleg was VHS.
Yeah.
The
Baker 3 was like someone had like a burned copy of it in their backpack.
This is when we would burn them on LimeWire. We download on LimeWire and you burn them. Yeah. So we weren't even burning onto DVDs. We were burning them onto music CDs.
Right.
Because I think one of us discovered.
Could you watch it?
Yeah, one of us discovered that you could burn movies.
You had to do it through like window player or something. It was weird to make it work.
Wow.
And then only certain DVD players could actually read them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes,
I know.
So that's why.
I think I know what you're
Whoever had
about.
a computer that had window player on it, we could watch it. And I remember us just meeting up and just be like, we're gonna go watch Baker 3 and just watching it and then being like, dude, let's go skate. Let's go skate. Let's go see the big set. You know, let's go see St. Martha 8.
And that even turned into a little business for us and supplied our skateboarding career too. Burning skate videos onto music.
I remember
Could be a little hustle.
It was our hustle back in the day.
Could be a little
I used to buy
hustle
some
for sure.
DVDs like that.
And then,
All the way, bro.
yeah.
Spot me, bro.
I mean,
Like the video would have some guy standing up and going to the bathroom halfway through the movie, but
oh man,
don't act like you guys don't know. I ain't the only
had
one.
Plenty of those. Or you download it and you see, like you said, it'd be like that. You see the camera, like
the guy setting up. You hear it all like
wasting my time
muffled
downloading
with
this damn
the jacket over the camera.
Come on.
No, but back in the day, LimeWire was the best thing for our generation.
Dude, yeah.
It started off for us with what was it?
Pirate Bay?
No, it was the other one. I think it started with a Z or N or something. I can't remember now.
Napster?
Napster.
Napster, right?
Napster.
Yeah.
That's where
Napster was like the original.
That's where it started with me, man. But, I mean, the first time I figured out I could get these songs, and you'd be almost done downloading the damn thing, and then whoever's computer, they'll be like, they turn their computer off, you lose the whole thing. You're like, what the hell, man?
That or if like you were downloading it, like someone would call the landline and it'll kick you off.
I used to hate that with AOL.
Come on now.
Sorry, people. That's how old we are.
Yeah.
We knew what dial-up was.
I'm sorry, everybody. You had to hear that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I remember my mom being on the internet, picking up the phone, and just hearing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That damn tone is back in the day, man. Hell yeah. All right, we're about to get out of here soon. Like I said, you guys have any questions before we get out of here?
Is there any memorable trick that you did at a spot that you will never forget?
That's a good one. And he's taking the time.
Thinker.
Yeah, bro, I gotta think because there was like there was a
maybe there's a couple coming to.
I remember there was. Did I have to land it?
One that you'll never forget.
I remember skating the Shooteria Gap. Late at night, and it was late. It was like 2 a.m. We're just out doing our thing. Peralta had his little Tacoma at the time.
Missed that little truck.
Yeah, R.I.P. But anyways, and I was like, we're skating the Gap. If you guys are familiar with the Shooteria Gap, shout out Victor Brooks. I got a photo of him doing just clean. I had my fisheye. It was a really nice shot for the time.
Mm-hmm.
Him just fat ollie, cleared it like nothing,
dope.
dude. I got it. It was a great shot. Shout out Victor Brooks. So I went to go skate it, and you can't see nothing. So we have Peralta's truck parked with the lights on the high beam so we can see. You know, we've all done that.
Right.
And I just remember giving it everything. You had to run and drop it, and then just like pedal, like push as hard as you can go.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to gap, and I get it. And I clear it, and I land super low. And the next thing I know, the board slides out from underneath me, and then I just end up falling back, and there's parking blocks.
Yeah.
I ended up falling back, and I ended up landed on my tailbone on the corner of the parking block.
That's the worst.
And then I hyperextended my elbow, and then I tore my muscle.
Ouch.
So like right here, see that indentation?
Yeah, that's a rip, huh?
Yeah, that's where I ripped it. So that's like, to me, that's memorable because I still have a lasting
Right.
stuff. But
Yeah, that's.
I didn't land it. I ate shit.
You know the funny thing about the other day is he actually asked me to take him to the hospital,
Yeah.
and I told him, "Hold up, let me land my trick real quick."
Yeah, so
And
after
he
he
actually
landed
and he actually toughed it out.
and then he landed, I go to the hospital, ended up tore my arm.
Did they say you should have been here sooner?
It was one of those things. It's like, yeah, you probably should have came earlier, but yeah, it was. I hyperextended, then I chipped, took a big chunk out of my tailbone.
Oh my!
I didn't break
God.
it, but I chipped it really good.
I mean, it wasn't. We didn't sit there for that long. I think it was like it took me 2 tries to land my trick.
Yeah,
But
he was doing.
still,
It was
like,
when you had
that's
that
a
plastic
serious-
barrier.
Yeah.
And he did 50-50 across it.
I did gap to 50 to back 50 on
Yeah.
that shit, and then
But yeah, that's Shooteria gap.
as soon as we landed, because it was me, you, and like maybe 4 other people, we all threw everything in my truck and just fucking.
It was
rushed
Jared, Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just our typical little crew.
Yeah, and we just rushed them straight to the hospital right
Yeah,
after.
sure enough.
Man, all right. We got anything else?
I think we covered a lot of good times.
Yeah.
We got good stuff, man.
Good times, man. We like I said, I'm glad for you that I grew up with you, man.
Yeah,
Glad
same,
for you to be
dude.
in my life and one of my best friends, dude.
Yeah, he really is. My mom sees him as her son, so.
That's
Oh,
cool.
dude.
Yeah.
That's everything. Yeah, that's family.
She's
right
always commenting on the podcast saying that we're doing great.
there. Oh,
She's
shout
supportive of us.
Yeah, my
Wow.
mom's pretty.
Shout out.
Shout out, Mom.
Thank you. Thank you for the support. Hell yeah. You have any shout outs before we get out of here?
Oh man, I think just the crew we skated with, just like all the West Coast locals back in the day, like when I call it like the highlight years, man, when it was like
Oh yeah.
Chris Josen, John James, Lee Stoll, Peralta, Angel, Big Nose, Brooks,
Oh yeah.
Shay,
Oh,
Ace, like all the old homies that we used to skate West Coast with. I think shout out to all those like OG homies that I call it OG West Coast. But
that's the family at the time.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
family, bro, everyone, Kylie, all the Vanessa, all the old homies we all used to kick it with.
That's cool. Shout out to everybody out there, man. And I hope they're all tuning in and listening to your stories because this has been fun.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
This is
Glad I
good.
was able to come.
Yeah, I thank you, man. I appreciate you coming down.
Yeah, man.
Listo, you have any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to shout out Albert for coming down, sharing his story, an interesting story. I knew you and Peralta had a long time relationship, friends and stuff. but
Yeah.
Never knew the kind of trouble you guys went into. Where
Oh,
you guys
man.
dealt with, skating missions downtown LA late at night.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man. I just wonder where I was at this time because I knew you guys, but I was doing my own thing. But
Yeah.
I wish I would have been part of you guys at that time, but we had our times. But yeah, man, I just want to, thank you for coming out and
Yeah, no, definitely.
give some shout outs to, everybody watching, Skate Show Peralta holding it down, and, God.
I must say, though, this is a really fancy setup you guys got
I
here.
thank you. I appreciate that.
You guys take pride in your work, I could tell.
Well, I try and we try, and these guys are putting in a lot of hard work for sure, and I thank them too. Also, man, for real, man, you guys are doing an awesome job here, for real.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out. Any shout outs, Peralta?
Well, I mean, yeah, I want to show mad love to my boy right here.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking 16 years strong.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever separate. Same thing with like my roommate and the squad we grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how far we split off, we're
Yeah.
always gonna have.
It's
love
always
for each
that
other.
friendship. Like, you can't talk to each other for like a month, you call them, and it's like you guys never stop talking.
For
Yeah,
sure.
honestly,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. Like,
Yeah. You
First-
just picked up right where you left off.
yeah, like today, we're going back into rocket mode.
Yeah.
We're gonna go shoot them rockets off.
Same
It was
thing
just-
like that class. That's why you took that class, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's why we're rocket science project.
I mean, besides the fact that I had like ADHD, but
But yeah,
I think
man,
we all did at some point.
my shout outs are plain and simple. Shout out to everyone that inspired me growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I love you guys. Thank you for everything.
Are you getting emotional, boy? You gonna cry?
It sounds like,
I know.
sounds like you get a little choked up.
You know what? I'm hiding.
Hey, take off the sunglasses real quick.
No. I mean, I get emotional when I see my friends.
Nah, this is
that's
seriously
cool.
how we are all the time.
That's cool. Breaking each other's balls and shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
always.
that's the best.
That's what's
Bro,
up.
they made me who I am because I had no choice.
Yeah.
Especially hanging out with Angel and Jared.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Every time we show up, we just sit there and just rib each other, but no
Yeah.
one ever gets upset.
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
No one ever gets upset. At the end of the day, it's all hugs, good times, and family.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, man. Again, thank you, Albert.
Yeah, no, man.
A pleasure
Definitely. It's
to
been
meet
fun.
you. Pleasure to meet you. I want to thank my crew. Of course, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Make sure to hit that like and hit that notification bell so you know when we're doing the thing. You can hit us up on an email at we'rethelocalsk8@gmail.com. Leave us a comment, question, or suggestion. If you or you know somebody that wants to be on the show and tell their story, let us know. Hit us up on Instagram in the DMs at we'rethelocalsk8. Once again, I'm OG Skate Show. Till next time, peace.